Should K-12 classes be taught permanently online? The coronavirus pandemic has forced a lot of classes to transition to an online setting for the remainder of the 2020 school year. Classes are being held through Zoom, Google Classroom, and WebEx. Worksheets and other resources are being sent to the students and parents through emails. Working online allows students to work at their own pace, but takes away from the personal relationships gained with peers and teachers in a normal classroom setting. This raises the question, should online classes be held permanently online? Although there are several pros of online learning, classes should remain in person in order to appeal to every student's personalized needs. Pros of online learning: schedule flexibility for students and teachers, a customized learning environment for students, students can learn at their own pace, strengthens time management skills, and decreases spread of disease. The 2019 Liberty Technology Report concluded it necessary for students to be participating in some sort of online learning. In this most recent report, the Babon Survey Research Group shared that the enrollment of distant education students has steadily increased every year for the past 14. Students must develop a comfort level with online learning coursework in order to fully participate and experience academic success. Schedule flexibility for students and teachers. Students have flexibility in their schedules. This allows online students the freedom to arrange their study to accommodate their social and work commitments. For students who are pursuing sports and other extracurricular activities, online learning allows them to devote their days to training and evenings of their own coursework. A customized learning environment for the student. Students are able to choose where they work in order to fit better their learning needs. You can work in your home, but if that's too distracting, you can go to the library or local coffee shop. Students can learn at their own pace. When it comes to online learning, typically there will be due dates for assignments. However, you get to choose the pace you work at. You even sometimes have the option of learning some of your lessons ahead of time. If you feel that the class is going too slow for you, Strengthens time management skills. Online learning makes students have to plan ahead for their lessons and try to figure out the best way to conquer their day. They also have to learn how to balance their school life and social life, and all the other components that come along with being a student. A decrease in spread of disease. By working on schoolwork from home, students are going to be interacting with a lot less people, which lowers their risk of contracting illnesses. Cons of online learning. Lack of socialization. Hard for personalized connections. Some students lack internet and computers. Does not cater to all learning types, and challenging for students with special needs. Transition to online learning, creating tension.
It's how to learn in the age of the coronavirus crisis. Emma, Alicia, and Benjamin Gerano are all hard at work attending school remotely from their dining room table.
Right now we're on the Ancient Egypt kind of section.
I'm working on English homework right now.
Mom Grace is forced to work from home as well, so she can keep an eye on her kids. This is a sign of the times as schools shut down around the country. Here in Seattle, the school district has ordered 23,500 students to stay home.
For the most part, they're okay, but we run into little issues where someone's talking along with their work and other people are trying to concentrate.
The kids are using the video conferencing tool Zoom, which allows instructors to teach multiple students at one time.
This is C sharp.
This is how 13-year-old Emma is attending choir. Practicing out loud is hitting a sour note with her siblings.
Okay, shut your mouth. I'm watching the world's most boring video right now, and I need to be able to focus on it, and that's disrupting that. 27 times.
Another issue, turns out 12-year-old Ben talks a lot when he does math.
46, I think it was.
Benji, you can stop now.
That annoys his sisters. Their new schedule is also an adjustment.
Oh my god, what?
Alicia just realized she missed her Spanish class.
A Zoom meeting this was to happen an hour ago. Whoops.
So what grade do these kids give their new remote school?
I would give it a B. Maybe a B plus.
It's how to learn in the age of the coronavirus crisis.
Like many families making the switch to virtual learning due to the corona pandemic, schoolwork and online work is creating a stressful environment at home. The Inside Edition video, Remote Learning is a New Reality for Kids and Teens, showcases the struggle of creating a productive school environment at home. Permanent virtual learning can harm the socialization of young children. In classrooms, education is a social process, with students having to learn how to deal with one another and adults in ways that allow them to learn without having to be separated or sent home, and for misconduct. A student's experiences at school are among the most influential factors of their socialization. Hard for teachers to gain personal connections with their students. If students are over the screen, it is harder for them to get that deep connection with their teacher, especially if the teacher is connecting just through emails. Not all students have access to internet and computers. While many school districts are loaning school computers, many students don't have the internet access to utilize the technology. Online learning does not cater to all 4 different learning types. Visual learners learn best through pictures. Auditory learners learn best through sounds. Reading and writing learners learn best through either reading or writing the information. Kinesthetic learners learn best through movement. Can be a more challenging environment for students with special needs. In a personal interview with teacher Tanya Cyphers, we found Tanya Cyphers is the online learning lab supervisor at Weberville Middle and High School. She observes the struggles of those with special needs pertaining to virtual learning. I observe the struggle of students, especially those with special needs, to self-motivate and focus when it comes to online learning. The computer does not adapt to the student's mood of the day, and that creates a problem. Rebuttal. Could harm perception of authority figures. Students and teachers have more flexibilities in their schedule with online learning, but they do not get to build as strong as a relationship with each other as they would in person, which could harm a child's perception with authority as they get older. Rebuttal. Students can't customize learning without technology. While students do have the ability to customize their learning, that is impossible if they don't have the access to internet and sufficient technology to complete the work. Rebuttal. Learning at your own pace may be harder for those with special needs. Although learning online lets students work at their own pace, this could pose a huge challenge for students with specialized needs. Learning at your own pace with a learning disability can be discouraging and cause frustration. Rebuttal. Time management skills would be strengthened, but socialization harmed. Doing schoolwork online will allow children to develop time management skills at a young age, but transitioning fully online could potentially harm the socialization of children. Learning is defined as a social practice that involves a group of students actively participating in collaborative knowledge construction processes. Conclusion. We feel that K-12 classes should be taught in a face-to-face environment and not over a screen, because a classroom setting is better able to cater to students. We're excited, and we're excited.